Hello, you'll see a lot of our videos are based on sort of perimeter protection or the outside of your property. We can protect the inside of the properties pretty well. I find if you pay a little bit more attention to the outside, it can benefit you a hell of a lot. You see right across Facebook, across the crime groups and the rest of it, about people jumping over back gardens, going through back garden gates, jumping over walls. Sometimes it's to break in, other times it's to steal what's in the back garden. You might have an outbuilding, a shed, stuff goes missing, and you can employ the same technology to front driveways or gardens if you have them as well. It's quite a useful feature. If you look on the picture, there's a blue line drawn across it, just this area here. If somebody crosses that line, it'll trigger a notification to the phone. I'll get an alarm pop up on this software because I'm just running it on the PC at the minute. I'll also get a couple of flashing lights that you can't see, but one thing I've got linked into it is a small siren, so if you hear a siren go off when someone walks past, that's one of the functions available. There's lots of other stuff you can do with these, not just line crossing. You've got intrusion detection where you can draw a box around this particular area. Depending on the system that you've got facial detection, object remove detection. There's a hell of a lot you can do. With the likes of adding sirens into them and lights, we've got a couple of customers who've got a set of small LED lights upstairs. The recorder might be in the loft or downstairs, so if they're in bed of a night, the phone might be on silent. If they see a little blue light go off, they know somebody's possibly in the back garden, so they can check the CCTV, or they can look out the window. Some people prefer little sirens put in. You can schedule them as well, so they're not going off of a day. You can schedule it so it just goes off of a night. Obviously there's a couple of limitations with these, depends on the property now they're set up, but it's a useful function to have. This fella walking down now will probably trigger this, so you'll hear a noise now. And that is basically what happens with line crossing detection. Now, as I said, you can do the same with intrusion detection, and it's just to give you some sort of early alert that somebody is possibly in the back garden. It's all very well having CCTV, but sometimes it can be a little bit late. If you've had something stolen at say 2 o'clock in the morning, you might notice till you get up the next morning, view your CCTV back, it's a little bit too late. This is just a way of getting some sort of early alert for it. It can be quite useful. There's loads of different options with cameras as well. This is a 5 megapixel one. You probably won't appreciate it viewing it on Facebook, but it's a 5 megapixel camera, so it'll record in 5 megapixel. We do standard stuff at like 2 megapixel. We can go up to 4K stuff. One thing you have to watch for is there's a lot of cheap Hikvision stuff knocking around at the minute from Highwatch. Although the 2 megapixel cameras, they actually don't record in 2 megapixel. They record in either 720p or 960p. It's a little bit pointless having 2 megapixel cameras and not being able to record in 2 megapixel. Hence why there's a price difference between everything. There's lots of different options with IP cameras as well. We can have colour at night, providing you've got enough ambient light. There's some really fantastic cameras out there. You've got the options for speed domes. That you can control and zoom in, that type of stuff. This is one we've got on our shop at the minute, and they work pretty well. Generally a little bit overkill for most residential properties. You find them a lot on commercial, but generally for most type of domestic, there's certain overkill. But some people love them, some people have a use for them, and they basically do what they say on the tin. 2 megapixel, full HD, and obviously a pretty good picture quality. That one there is just a dedicated number plate camera, so it's there just to read number plates day or night, and it logs them into the system, and that's about it. If you have any questions, you want to know anything, by all means drop us a message on the page. As I said, all the systems will connect to your mobile phone. There's also options on there to trigger an alarm output for your mobile phone, so if you need something connecting to your recorder, it could be a set of garden lights, driveway lights, whatever it is, you can operate it from your mobile phone using the same app as your CCTV. This will also link in with the Pyronix Enforcer wireless alarm system, so you can use the Pro Control app to view your cameras, control your alarm system, and there's lots of other weird and wonderful stuff that we can do. And that's about it. See you later.